In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to use BookingKoala. So I'll go over everything that it offers, from creating a booking website to adding payments through Stripe and everything else you should know before getting started with BookingKoala. So first you can click on the link in the description to take you to their website. That is my affiliate link, so if you sign up through that link, I will earn a commission. If this video is helpful, I would really appreciate it. And from there, just go and select what type of business you have. So you can use BookingKoala for any service-based business. For example, if you do office cleaning, then you can just select that and click next. Then here enter your email address and click on Start Free Trial. From here, it's going to take you to their pricing plans. So they have the starter plan right here, then growing and premium. Now you can just kind of determine which one you need depending on the features in each plan. So the starter plan is basically to create a website and all the tools you need when you are starting out to just do the bookings and scheduling. Now, if you want to have some more advanced features such as advanced reports, referral and rating system, GPS clocking in and out, or even some of these right here, then you can take those plans. Now I'll just take the most popular one, which is the growing plan, and then you can just click on try whichever plan you want for free by clicking on the blue button. Then to start your free trial, just enter your details here and then click on continue. Then here enter your business info. So first your business name, which will be used for your domain. Now later you can also connect a custom domain if you have one, and just enter all of your other details right here. So after you fill all of that in, just enter your payment info, so your card number, and then just click start your free 14-day trial. Now you can see it won't be billed today, cancel anytime before the date that it says for you right here. So then once you enter your payment details, it's going to be preparing your store for you, so you can see how long it will take right here, so just wait for this to finish up. So from there you can just click on the cross right here, and that is going to take you right here. From here click continue, and now you're just going to upload your logo. So I'll upload mine. You can also do this later, but I'll just do it right now. So after uploading it, click upload right there. And then here you can just click no thanks. Now this is a 57-minute demo that is created to answer your questions, but in this video I'll also just show you how this software basically works. So I'll just skip this demo, but if you really want to make sure you understand everything, you can also watch the 57-minute demo. Now from there it's going to take you to your dashboard, and there are a lot of things to go over right here. First I want to quickly go over the different sections that you have in the left menu. So first you have your dashboard, which is what you are in when you create your account. So they have created a few test customers right here. But now here you have your bookings, and if you hover over certain things with your mouse, you can see all of this shows up, where you can see today's bookings, upcoming bookings, unassigned bookings, etc. Then you have your leads, which you can manage from here. You have your customers, providers, you can hire people, or basically they will help you hire people. Then you can do marketing, reports, you can see your logs, and you can go through your settings. Now the first thing that I recommend you do is click on the schedule in the top right, so the thing that has these circles around it, and from here you can preview your new website. You can add yourself as a provider. So a provider you probably know, but it's just someone that actually does the service. So if that is you, then you can just click add yourself as a provider. Now they will ask, what do you want to add? Now just add either an individual or team. So if it's only you or only one provider, then you just want to add one person. If you have multiple people that are providing the service, then you can just add a team, and then just enter the team name and choose the file. Now this is, for example, for office cleaning, but if it's more of an individual task, such as in a barbershop, where the person providing the task is just one person and there's not two people cutting one person's hair at a time, then you can just click on add individual. Then you will need to enter these details right here and then click on add. And then here you can also send an invitation to this person so that they can actually also see their bookings and stuff like that. So you can do by email or SMS or both. So then just click add. So then they will be added as a provider, and you can also book in services under them after doing that. So I'll show you how that works. Now here you can also see them. And if at any time you want to block them or anything like that, you can also do that from here very easily. Now this thing that keeps having the green circle around it in the top right is basically the onboarding process. So I recommend just following all of this. So I'll quickly show you what the website looks like right here. So you have your own link, and if you copy that and just paste it in a new tab, you can see what your website is going to look like. Since for me it signs me in automatically, I'll just do it in the incognito tab right here. So you can see it right here, and they can then click book service, and from there they can then book in a service with you. Now of course you want to go and set up your own products and stuff like that, and I'll show you how all of this can be set up. So for now, just close the website, and now here go back to the onboarding process. Now you can make your first booking, but I'm just going to skip this for now and just connect my payment processor, and from here it's then going to take you to the admin section right there. And now you just want to scroll down, and here you can see connect payment gateways. So you can enable or disable your payment processor. Usually it is disabled. Now I just want to enable it and click yes. So now when I scroll back down, I can now actually go to connect Stripe and PayPal, or just one of them. For example, I'll connect Stripe. Then you need to enter your publish key and secret key, or with PayPal, your merchant ID, public key and private key, and your tokenization key. So just enter that stuff to connect it. And if you're not sure how to work, just click on the link right there. And here they will then show you how you can find everything. Now, when you click on your dashboard and just go to the general section, then I recommend also going through all of this, because this is basically the basics. So you can set up your store info, such as your business name, your email, but most of this will have already been done when creating your account. But stuff like the location right here, if you have a service-based business that has an actual location, such as a barbershop, a restaurant, something like that, then you can enter the zip or postal code or the name of the address. Then here you have your address settings. So would you like to show the location name at the end of the address? You have your calendar settings. You have your rescheduling fees if you would like to have them. Now automatically it's set to no, so if you do want to have rescheduling fees, just turn that on right there. You can also set up cancellation fees. You can find your quote settings right here. So do you want to allow customers to modify quote, price and time adjustment, payment, invoice settings, and so much more right here. So I recommend going through all of this first. Then in the customer section, you can set up your settings for the customer aspect. So first you have bookings. So you have stuff like, would you like to give the customer the option to see which provider is assigned to their booking? Now, since this business example is office cleaning, I don't think that's necessary, so I'll click no. Then would you like to increase conversions by showing live reviews? I'll just keep that on. Then would you like to allow customers to book appointments for the same day? Now for this case, I'll say no. Then when is the latest the customer is allowed to book? So you can set that up as well. So you can just go through all of this and just set it up for however you want it to be for your business. Now, if you want to start customizing your website, which most likely you will want to do, then under settings right here, you just want to go to design forms and website. And there is, by the way, also a different option. You can also embed a booking form into your already existing website. So if you already have a website, then here you can go to embed forms, and then you will get some code that you can also add to your website. Now, if you know how to do it, you can do it yourself. But if you had someone, for example, build the website for you, you can ask them to embed the form. Now, if you go to the website builder and themes, you can here just click change theme, which is the first thing I recommend. Now, usually you will have the free theme, which is the simple one. Now, they also have a bunch of paid ones, which will cost a few $100s. So actually, the most expensive one is modern at 180. Now, you can try it for free for a certain period. I'll just keep it with the free ones, since in my opinion, it looks fine. And you can customize it anyway, so just click customize theme. And now here you can start customizing your website. Now first off, if you already have a domain, then for professionality's sake, I recommend just clicking on change your domain right there. And here you can then set up your own domain, or you can buy a new one if you like, and then they will also help you buy it. However, if you just want to keep the domain, which is also fine of course, you can then start editing the website. So first I'll add a logo right here. So you can click edit, and then here click add image, and then upload your logo. So you can then just upload the image and then select it. And then once it's in your gallery, you can then just click select right there, and then it will be added as your logo. So now when I close this, you can see I now have my logo here. Now it's a bit too large, so now you can just click edit and decrease the amount of pixels. For example, I'll make it 70. And then you will see now it is smaller. Now you can also just change any color section. For example, if I don't want this orange, since it doesn't really match with my logo, I can just click edit. And then here where it says style settings, I can then choose the color right here. For example, if I want a lighter blue, I can just drag it right here and then it will be changed to that. Now you can also add a custom code. You can change the width, you can change your text settings. So first you can make it scrollable or fixed. Personally, I like the header to be fixed so that people can always click on book now, but you can just change that however you'd like. And at any point you can click preview or switch to mobile view to kind of see what it looks like. Now you can also get pretty advanced with this. For example, you can click settings right here and then go to tracking and conversion. And then you can even add Google Analytics. You can add a Facebook pixel. So if you're running ads, you can also connect that right here to your Facebook ads to optimize that, and also with your Google ads. So you can actually get pretty advanced, and it's actually a very decent website builder. Now, of course, you also want to go and upload your own phone number and stuff like that. But the most important feature of this website is going to be the book service. So in terms of the actual services that people can book, it's important that you have your services actually on your website. So since that is, in my opinion, the most important part of this website, since it is kind of a booking website, I recommend focusing mainly on the homepage and then also on the book now page right here. Now you can see the products here. So you can see this is using form 4. Now I'll show you where you can create these forms so that you can actually add your own products in. But right here you can see the pricing, you can see any details. Now currently you can see that on your booking page, if you have just created your BookingKoala website, many of these sections are empty. And that is because it doesn't yet have the information of what services you offer, for example here, or the frequency that you want to offer them at, and all of that stuff. So in order to actually create that for yourself, you can just go back to BookingKoala, then go to settings here, and from here under design forms and website, you can go to services. Now here you can start setting up your services. So you can see I don't have any yet, so I'll just click add service. Now here you can add a service name, so I'll just name this one test. Then you can add a description and an excerpt, which as you can see here is a short summary shown on your service page. And then you can add an image to go along with it. For example, if it's an office cleaning, it could be a crew that's cleaning an office. So something that just kind of shows what it is, and then click save. Now to add more services, you can always click add service and then create new ones if you'd like. Now, since you have already picked a template kind of, when you're creating your account with BookingKoala, for example, I selected office cleaning business, then as a service, it already has office cleaning and it will ask stuff that has to do with that, such as square footage, and most of it will already be done for you. Now there are many more things to go over right here, for example hiring. So if you're looking to hire people, then you can also create an onboarding process for them, and you can create a new form to hire people. And there are so many things that you can do using BookingKoala, but it's really too much to go over right now. But what you can always do is watch their demo, which is 57 minutes long, and you can go into their help center. And what I do like a lot about BookingKoala is their support. They have very good 24/7 support, so if at any point you're wondering how something works, you can always just ask them. There's also a Facebook, Reddit, and Twitter group where you can also ask your questions. And before you actually launch, there's one more thing that you should do, which is in the top right. Again, click on the schedule and then click flush the test data before you go live. Because for example, right now on this day at 11 a.m., this person cannot be booked because they have this test customer. So then you can just click flush the test data and then that will be removed. And now you can just start sharing your website and promoting it however you want, for example, through the Facebook ads. And you also know now how you can add the Facebook pixel in your website to actually track it. But now when people start booking in, you will see it right here, and you can go to today's bookings, upcoming bookings, and all of that. And then you can see it right here, and you can see which provider has which booking. You can see if it's still unassigned, then you can assign it. And now you can just start managing your bookings for your service-based business. So now you know how to use BookingKoala. If this BookingKoala tutorial was helpful, please consider leaving a like and subscribing to my channel. And again, if you want to get started with BookingKoala for free, you can do so through the link down in the description. And with that being said, I will see you in the next video.